Welcome everyone to today's News Tonight, the weeknight news show where we're joined by special guests, our lovely patrons, and our awesome YouTube audience to discuss the day's gaming news. I'm your host, Derek Bittner, and I'm joined today by my good friend and GVG co-founder, Ash Polson, our wonderful voice of God and person that allows our whole setup to actually function correctly, not me, Brandon Miracle, and our very special guest, ASMR and Twitch Vtuber, back once again, Miss Fushi. Once again, looking you've gone through a bit of a how do I want to put this?
Evolution.
Metamorphosis. Yeah,
that's a good way to put it.
Always and forever.
Nice.
I am determined. I missed the last one, but I am determined to have every version of you on this show.
Nice.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I love that title, that newly christened title you have for Brandon Derek, voice of God and person who makes our streams run. I can't remember the whole thing, but that's
run
a really
better than me.
Long title. Right.
Don't sell yourself short. Don't ever do that.
No, you've been doing a great job,
I
man.
just don't have all the fancy bells and whistles.
We'll get there. We will get there.
Yeah.
I just need my computer not to blow up. That's
priority one. Yeah.
It was actually, I was ready to declare it dead last night because it blue screened while I was off trick or treating with Kai. I get back, see it's like done its typical thing of like, having issues. I'm like, I'll get it when I get done putting him to bed. Came back later, did my usual restart that usually fixes things and gets it back in good control. And it did not want to boot up at all. I'm like, oh, oof. I might be in trouble. Oof. So fortunately, we got to head in touch with a new friend who knows what she's talking about when it comes to computers. She walked me through a few easy fixes that just try to get it into running shape. And so far, so good. So saved it a bit. And computers are just a pain in the ass.
They really can
Aren't they, though? Aren't they? Yeah, I mean, you and I, Derek, are no strangers to computer issues for different reasons. Your PC is just blowing up. I'm, the fact that I'm on a Mac that I like, but it just sucks for streaming. So it's just completely different reasons. But yeah, hardware issues suck, don't they?
Mm.
And it seems to be a curse because didn't Steve's PS5 blow up recently? Not literally blow up. He's safe. Don't worry. But right? It didn't actually explode.
Sure nobody thought it actually exploded on him. I feel like that'd be bigger news. Like, oh yeah, it got blown up recently thanks to that PS5. Wait, what?
Yeah, right. But no, his PS5 died recently, and like tech stuff seems to haunt us for some reason. I don't know what it is.
Don't spread that to me. I've been okay so far.
I don't want it. Keep it away.
Fushi, we need a guardian angel. Help us.
Yeah, seriously.
That's not my area. I'm sorry.
Dang it.
Speaking of PS5, though, just as a really quick aside, over the weekend I got to put in a little time with Kana. I finally picked it up because I finished Metroid Dread. So I finished Dread, and so I picked up Kana, and I got to put a little time into it. God damn, what a gorgeous game! Like it is beautiful just to look at. And my wife walked by. She was like, "Oh, is this that game Kena?" I'm like, "Yeah, I thought it was Kena too. It's Kana." She's like, "This is gorgeous." I'm like, "I know. It's a beautiful game to look at."
It's kind of
he's been
unreal.
streaming it and really enjoying it, so it's
fun. Yeah,
I need to play it more. Real quick before we get to anything else, though, we are sponsored, as always, by the Game Orb. The Game Orb is a YouTube channel that brings commentary and gameplay footage from the Nintendo Switch and Xbox Series X gaming systems. While they are still running Let's Plays of Splatoon 2 and Super Mario 64 from the Super Mario 3D All-Stars collection, they are also adding new games like Sonic Colors Ultimate and Roller Coaster Tycoon 3. Also, there are now shorter videos and a playlist called the Game Orb Minis for clips that are highlighted. So be sure to subscribe to the Game Orb at the link in the description and check out their good friend Galactic Reaper as we continue to push them higher and higher, as the Game Orb is at currently 362 subs, getting close to that magic 400. Very nice, very nice.
Hell yeah,
Almost there.
That's what I like to see. Nice. And let me go ahead and drop in those links into the YouTube
absolutely
chat.
Check out those links. Support them as much as you can because they are wonderful as always. And we are speaking of our own sub count real quick to transition. We did not quite reach 70,000 subs before. We're close. We're like
So
140 or something like that away from hitting it. Now, I have not shaved in like a week because I've been so busy. So I'm not actually doing it, I promise you. But, you know, I don't think we're doing the no shave November, me and Ash, unless I just get really lazy and just not do it for a month.
Don't worry.
I mean,
I
guess we could. No. I guess we could put forth the idea of our 1 year anniversary is coming up. So if we hit 70K by our 1 year anniversary, we could do it no shave for the rest of November.
Oh yeah,
and it won't be all of November.
You got to do something for that. Something.
Oh, we're doing something for our anniversary. We're still trying to figure that out. But that
what exactly is the date of that again?
Deadline a little bit.
I don't know.
November 9th.
The 9th. Okay.
Yeah.
I only have the 4th in my head because that's when Kai was born. So I'm like,
it's all so close together. Yeah.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Again, I started a brand new channel. I left my old job and started a brand new channel 5 days after my kid was born. I am a smart decision maker.
You're crazy.
I am a smart decision maker. Oh goodness.
What a first year it's been though. I can't believe it's already been a year. It's been an amazing ride, and I can't wait to see what else we do. Onward and upward, as they say.
That said, if we do hit 75K, when we do hit 75K, we will be giving away a Switch OLED. Steve has it currently, and we will ship that out anywhere in the world to anybody that is sub to us. Yes. All you need to do is sub to us, and if you have that chance to get that Switch OLED, and I hear it's pretty cool. I hear it looks good. Steve gave it great vibes, so must be pretty good.
I want one.
I want
really
one. Nice.
I don't need one, but I want one.
So pretty. When you hold it in your hands, you're like, I don't need one, and then you put it in your fingers, and you're like, I want this.
I need this. Fingers. I love it.
It's a pretty crazy too. Like I came from a launch model, so like I had never experienced the better battery that came with the Model 2.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there playing my Switch OLED in bed, and like after 20-30 minutes of playing, I switched to the home menu to see what my battery was, and it was like 98%. I'm like, okay.
Oh, that's mean. I don't get
that's
that
amazing.
Lucky.
I don't think I realized it was that much better to get the battery life.
I mean, it depends on what you're playing, of course, and because of the OLED screen, games that have a lot more black in them will use less power. I wasn't expecting it to be as drastic as it feels.
So Baba is you is going to last forever.
Basically, or Gato Roboto.
That too.
Yes.
Oh, what a good game. Speaking of good games, I just have to say this. No spoilers, of course, but Metroid Dread, what a finale. What an ending. What a final boss.
Right?
One of the best final boss fights. So satisfying.
Mm-hmm.
God, what a game. What a game. But no
It's
spoilers,
so
of course.
The people over
we
Mercury's
need to get
team...
a spoiler discussion going, guys. I want to talk about this game with you guys so we can talk about all the spoilers. Spoil everything, but not here.
Oh, it's so good. Well, I was going to ask how everybody's Halloween was, but we're already running a little late. So I'm going to go ahead and get this thing started real quick. I'm going to read a few super chats. First up from FlameChan73 with a $2 super chat saying, plot twist, it's me, Calamity513. Did I surprise you? Yes. Because I didn't expect a Calamity to become a flame, so that's new. Late Night Sprites with a $5 super chat. Thank you so much, saying, hope you all have a great week. Busy writing, school prep, and charity work for Extra Life this weekend. Unbanning GoldenEye must have been an odd job. Ooh, I like it.
Nice.
It's good.
I love it.
You got to appreciate the pump.
So good.
Oh, and then they added in with another $2 super chat was, how was the 4 a.m. pudding, Derek? That made my day. So for those who don't know, just a quick aside, I dressed up as Stu Pickles for the Halloween, along with Amy, who dressed up as Dee Dee Pickles. And we had Kai just put on a simple blue t-shirt and give him a little screwdriver toy, and he was Tommy Pickles. And so many people requested that we recreated the it's 4 a.m. meme with Stu, that we did it. So if you check out Amy's channel, which is Bell Aim, you'll see a video over there of us recreating the I've lost control of my life, where it is about as low quality as you'd expect, but we did it.
I cannot express how happy I was when I saw that in my sub box.
we made it a point to post it at 4 a.m. So if you haven't watched that yet, you should go check it out and sub to Bell Aim as well. We played Chrono Trigger. We're nearing the end.
That's amazing.
Oh goodness. Next up is Jacob Mazza with a $2 super chat as well. Says, Dread is great. I've made it to the end of the demo. I don't know what even the end of the demo is, but I'm glad you're enjoying it.
Yeah.
I'm glad they put out a demo because that's smart. That is smart.
Yeah.
And then finally, Killamux with a $15 super chat. Holy cow, saying this is for Ash being such a good sport after losing Ash. My God. Our Mega Man 5, your favorite Mega Man, I might add, race.
My favorite classic game, yes. So I want to add a little. Oh, go ahead.
Hope you had as much fun as I did. Love all you guys. I hope you're doing well.
So I did have as much fun as you did, and thank you for the race. I do want to add a little context, though. It came down to like literally a matter of a second, just a second, and what's so annoying about it was I had like a 2-death lead. Like I was so ahead, but then I lost time leading up to the very end and ended up losing by like a second. And it's because of that damn bird Beat. I got such bad RNG on the final boss, and Beat didn't play nicely. I blame it on Beat. Blame it on the bird. That's all I have to say about that. No, I'm kidding. Killamok, seriously, it was a great race. Thank you so much. I had a blast, and yeah, losing by a second sucked, but it was still all in good fun, and I had a great time. So thank you very much. But I still blame
you.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and get to our news for today. Some interesting stories, and first up is something potentially marvelous.
Nice.
Ooh.
So, Amy Henning, who is now part of Skydance New Media, has announced, well, I guess Skydance New Media has announced, but it's led by Amy Henning, so that's the important part here, is developing a new AAA Marvel game focusing on narrative. And I think they're doing their own like original story that they are working on and just trying to go all out with it. And this is interesting because it's Amy Henning who, wrote most of the first 3 Uncharted games and was attached for a while along with Visceral to make a Star Wars game before EA was an idiot and got rid of Visceral and said, no, nobody wants single player games. Let's not do that game that everybody wants and is interested in. But she now is part of this Skydance New Media, which really hasn't done much in really anything. They list themselves in animation, film, interactive, and television. And I've clicked on a few of them, and there's not a lot really attached to them. Movie-wise, they are part of Top Gun Maverick, Tomorrow War, Snake Eyes, G.I. Joe Origins, stuff like that. But animation-wise and game-wise, not really much.
The Saints and Sinners Walking Dead thing, is that right?
That might be it as well. I'm not sure on that one.
I think so. Yeah, it's under interactive. Walking Dead, Saints and Sinners, and something called Archangel.
Ooh, Archangel. I don't know what any of those are.
Wolfstar in our YouTube chat says, boo narrative. We just want good combat. To that, I say, why not both? If you can have both, then I think, strong narrative and good combat, that's the ideal situation. And
Horizon
I do think
Zero Dawn.
Amy Hennig and her team would be right, exactly. And I think Amy Hennig and her team are perfectly poised to do just that. And I just find myself wondering, what Marvel property are they going to take on? I'm certainly curious to find out.
I don't know. It depends on the type of game and what they would think they could get away with. Honestly, one of the smarter ideas I think they could pull off would be Black Panther.
It's kind of where I was
thinking. I think a Black Panther focused game would do really well. Otherwise, I think Captain Marvel would be a bit of a challenge. Ant-Man would be interesting visually. Doctor Strange would be really interesting visually.
Yeah.
Oh, that would. I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
But for your more traditional gameplay, I'd say Black Panther's your best bet.
Yeah,
that's true. I could see Black Panther being it. I know my wife would lose her mind if it's something. I know it would be tied up in Wright's nightmares, so probably never going to happen. But if it was an X-Men game, my wife would lose her shit. She's such a big X-Men fan, and to have a narratively driven X-Men game with great combat would be pretty damn cool. I gotta say.
There is that Wolverine game coming, isn't there?
There is Wolverine. Yeah, there is Wolverine.
There is that from that's true.
Yeah, there is. So that's going to be exciting in its own way. But I just mean like an ensemble cast of various X-Men and mutants. But yeah, it probably wouldn't be X-Men because they already have Wolverine in the MCU game pipeline. So, or Marvel game pipeline, not MCU. But Yeah, I love the idea of Black Panther though. That's exciting.
Yeah.
Okay.
What could you see? Could you how much Marvel do you watch, Fushi?
Well, I've seen all of the movies so far.
Mhm.
I'd say if I had to pick between the ones you guys have mentioned, definitely Black Panther would be very, very cool. More exploring of that universe. Have to say my favorite is Doctor Strange. It's not really my favorite
Nice.
movie, but it's my favorite sort of. There's just so many concepts there that would be very, very cool. Especially seeing that they do animation and things like that. Getting to see that, and then the narrative and where you could go with Doctor Strange. I'd love that personally. That would be so cool. So I hope it's Doctor Strange, but I'll take anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm
Really?
being
Yeah.
reminded by various people in both chats that there are no rights issues surrounding the X-Men anymore. Thank you for reminding me. I forgot.
Mm.
I love Ditto M's of the Galaxy's idea. Black Widow would work too. Black Widow would be awesome.
I mean, that'd be your
I'd love
closest
to
to a
see a
Nathan
Black
Drake
Widow
type
fronted
thing.
game. Yeah, I think a Black Widow fronted game would be cool.
They could make I mean, who doesn't love a spy story, right?
True.
Yeah,
True.
and I found her to be among the most fun Avengers to play as in Marvel's Avengers, despite the rest of that game's problems. I really enjoyed playing as her. So yeah, I feel like a
Speaking
game
of Avengers,
focused on her would be cool.
they could go all out and get Miles Morales did well. Could be time for Miss Marvel. Kamala Khan,
That's
get
true.
her in there.
That'd be
true.
really cool,
Yeah, yeah.
especially because she was such a fun breakout character in Avengers. She was essentially
Mhm.
that game's main character, as it were. And
Ooh.
I thought she was portrayed, in a pretty fun way in that game. So it'd be cool to see her get her own game too.
I'm
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of Asgard and Thor.
Ooh.
Ooh,
So,
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I would definitely
Yeah.
take a Thor game. I like playing as Thor in Avengers. Just flying around with Mjolnir feels good to me. And I'd like to explore that a little bit more. But then again, God of War Ragnarok is coming, and that might give me my fill.
I guess that is
Right.
true.
Ooh, First Shot Productions in our YouTube chat says, "What about Shang-Chi?" Yes.
Oh my
I've
God,
not seen
yes.
Shang-Chi, but that
Oh!
would
Yes.
be kind of cool.
Dude,
That
it's
movie-
so good.
It kicks
I haven't-
ass.
So good.
Ash, you come here and babysit. I will go see Shang-Chi.
Fair
You
enough.
have to
It's
see it.
amazing.
I haven't
man.
even had time to sit down and watch Black Widow and the rest of What If.
Shang-Chi
Yeah.
is some of the most fun I've had in a theater in a long time. It's some of the
It's
only fun
so
I've had
good.
in a theater in a long time.
That
But
is
that's
true.
besides the point.
It's so good.
BJ Bovia
yes.
in our YouTube chat says a Shang-Chi game would fuck. That's perfect. That's so good. No, Shang-Chi's amazing. I'm actually taking my wife to see it in theaters tomorrow because I've seen it, but she hasn't. And I was like, babes, trust me. I know we're mostly okay watching movies at home. We have a nice TV. That's great. Trust me. We need to see this. You need to see this in theaters.
It's
and
worth
she's
it.
taking me at my word. It's worth it.
Did you guys see the Loki live action series? Did anybody watch
Yes,
that?
Yep.
I did see that.
What if they went that direction with a Loki themed game?
A
That could
Loki
be-
themed game going through multiple timelines and dimensions, that would be pretty cool. Like,
That would
And
be
just
cool.
getting to
And
be
someone might
mischievous.
that
Yes.
is true.
Yeah.
You would definitely be able to get around the whole, like, are you a good Loki or a bad Loki?
Oh, that'd be fun. I'm into
Just
that.
Loki.
That could be cool. And somebody actually mentioned that in one of our chats. I can't remember who, but it scrolled past. But somebody said they would want to see a Loki
Hello
game.
World.
Hello World. That's what it was. Thank you. Yeah, that would be cool. A TVA, a game that takes place at the TVA as Loki goes on his various misadventures. You could play as Loki and Sylvie. That would be pretty cool. Maybe.
Mhm.
Yeah, you could
Now,
have missions.
That's it. I do think they said it's not connected to any previous, like, established world. Of
Okay.
Marvel.
No
So it's not part of
continuities.
like the MCU or anything like that. Still,
Ooh.
I'm sure they will take inspiration.
Mm-hmm.
And
Ooh, Mwapi Mulinga. How about a Nick Fury game? That would be cool.
ooh,
Especially
Ooh.
if
Ooh.
Sam
The
Jackson
spy
actually
stuff.
did do his do the
Oh
voice.
my
That would be
God.
good. Assuming it's based on the MCU. I guess it doesn't have to be.
Yeah.
The MCU itself hasn't explored Nick Fury enough for me personally, so I would definitely
I
take a
agree.
game.
Not a lot. Most you got
Yes.
was Captain
Yeah.
Marvel.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I liked
There's so much they could do.
You said you guys have watched some of What If, but not everybody here's finished it.
I've only seen the first 3
Um,
episodes.
I have 2
so-
episodes
Ah.
left.
Yes,
I
I
think.
have finished it now.
Okay. I won't spoil anything for you then. But
Mhm.
keep
Same.
watching What If. You like Nick Fury.
Oh,
Yeah.
I've been telling everybody, like Derek and Brandon, who haven't watched it, Fushi, that my favorite episode is the 4th one, the Doctor Strange episode.
Yes.
Oh, I saw that one.
Oh, it's so good. That's right,
So
Brandon. You've seen it. You only have
good.
2 left. Derek has
Yeah.
it. It's so good. Oh
I
my
like
god.
Doctor
Oh my
Strange.
god. Yeah.
I need to show that to Amy because she loved WandaVision so much.
Oh yes.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
So because if she watched all the theories, everybody's talking about Doctor Strange. She's like, I'm kind of curious about this now, this Doctor Strange thing.
There's your answer. Let's get it. Let's get the Amy Hennig game, a Scarlet Witch game. Let's make it a game that explores her. That would be badass.
Yeah, that would be really interesting. Apparently, he's getting his own series with Secret Invasion, which would be pretty interesting, according to Ditto M. Freaker Positron says a Moon Knight game. They are making a Moon Knight show. I think that's a show. It's a show that's coming.
It is,
and I don't know much about Moon Knight except for that meme where he's going down this these like castle stairs, and he's like, Dracula, where are you? Where's my goddamn money? Or come out, you goddamn nerd. Where's my money? Or something like that. And I was so disappointed that apparently is fake. That's
too bad.
Wrote it in.
Aww.
Oh, that's a shame.
Marpe Mulinga, Squirrel Girl.
Yeah.
Aww.
Who is unbeatable. She has never been beaten.
Really?
I think that's the joke with her.
I didn't know that about her lore. That's funny.
I think that's her whole thing, is that she's completely ridiculous, but has never been actually beaten. She has defeated Doctor Doom. I think she's became friends with Galactus and stuff like that. She is just good.
As one does, just casually becoming friends with planet eaters. No big deal.
As Lizard says, she beat Thanos.
What?
Awesome.
This is in the comics, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
I need to read up on some Squirrel Girl. I know nothing about the lore, and she sounds amazing.
Clearly, I need to know more about her because she sounds great.
Yeah.
And she is an X-Man, so your sister would... your sister. Oh, my God. Your wife, Ash.
Yes.
Oh, God.
Brian Rivero says Big Hero 6, which didn't even occur to me.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I can see that happening.
MCU... the actual comics version of Big Hero 6 is very different from the movie.
Oh, really? Yeah. I figured, yeah.
Oh, Late Night Sprite says Deadpool is afraid of Squirrel Girl in the comics. If Deadpool's afraid of somebody, there's serious business. That's
I'm
awesome.
telling you, I've heard some really good things about it, Squirrel Girl, and she's definitely a cult favorite. But we'll have to see what Amy Henning comes up with. They're only just announcing it, so we're probably a good 3-4 years off if it even comes to pass because of the previous Star Wars chicanery. So we'll find out. But with that said, real quick versus from Flame Chan with a $2 super chat saying Bowser from Mario versus Bane from Batman. You choose. Bowser. He has fire.
Bowser can breathe fire, but I feel like Bane would go further, right? Bane has less to he's breaking people's backs and shit. Like, would Bowser
hangs out around lava, and I'm pretty sure he would just dunk.
Could Bane even break Bowser's back in the first place? Because Bowser can just be whatever size he wants.
That's a good point.
Exactly.
Bowser's got that. I wanted to
try to give it fair consideration, but it probably does go to Bowser. Yeah, I'm gonna say
Bane is squishy skin.
Bowser's
got to step on him.
A mostly normal guy is able to beat him. Using smarts. I'm pretty sure Bowser can take him.
And they can both make themselves more powerful. Bowser can make himself probably more powerful if we're really breaking it down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he gets a smash ball and becomes Giga Bowser, and there's so
Fury
much
Bowser.
else he's done across.
Fury
Bowser. There you go. Yeah,
just
probably
beat Bane.
Bowser.
Even Meowser would just take care of him when he got that climbing and agility.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. True. Yeah.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and move on to the second story, which has things going a little south.
Nice.
So, the PAX team has officially announced the end of PAX South, the convention for the foreseeable future. That doesn't mean it's gone forever, but for now, they're not going to be hosting that show. And it's basically, I think they don't say it in the message, but it basically comes down to Texas's COVID policies.
Okay.
They don't say it, but they said faced with that reality, and yeah. In the full statement, they said, when the first PAX was held in 2004, we expected at most 100 locals to show up. Never in our wildest dreams did we anticipate more than 3,000 passionate fans to arrive, or for our one-time event to turn into a series held in 5 cities around the world. While each of our other events has flourished, some of them drawing hundreds of thousands of attendees from around the world, PAX South hasn't expanded and to some extent has remained the same show that it was when we opened it in 2015. Faced with that reality and compounded by the impact of COVID-19, we have made a difficult decision to bring PAX South to an end for the foreseeable future. So it's COVID/attendance is kind of what's going on here.
It's unfortunate, but it's the right call given the circumstances, I think. Now, if the COVID situation was different, I think they could find ways beyond attendance to kind of bolster that convention. But unfortunately, like, if it's going to put people at risk, you really can't have it happen.
Right.
Yeah. I mean,
any of us actually... Oh, go ahead, Ash.
Oh, I'll just say I haven't been to PAX South myself, but I do, knowing as someone who's gone to so many PAXs, knowing how fun they are, I feel bad. It's a shame that it had to go this way for PAX South, because even though I haven't been to PAX South specifically, I'm sure it's just as fun as the other PAXs. So I feel really bad for, people in and around that area who don't have their own local PAX anymore. At the same time, I get why they're doing it. I wouldn't go to a convention or some big gathering in a state without COVID protocols, not in a million years.
Yeah.
So I get why they're doing it, but it's a shame.
And even beyond that, the attendance does make sense. It's weird to think of a PAX that has that few people going. I don't know what their setup is like, because none of us have gone to PAX South, right?
I haven't been, no.
It always seemed superfluous to me, because you have PAX West taking advantage of post E3 stuff for people to get to check out. PAX East sort of the lead up to E3 and have interesting things. And I think PAX South was like right around that time. I forget exactly when PAX South happened, but it just seemed like there was nothing big happening in the gaming world to really justify PAX South from a media standpoint.
Right, but from an attendee standpoint, I think, people were, I was kind of browsing through some of the replies on Twitter to this, and people were like, kind of saying that it's such a shame, not only if you live in or around the Texas area, how you don't have your own local show anymore, but also that some people at least, liked how much smaller and more intimate PAX South apparently is attendance-wise compared to a bigger show like East and West. And so that in that way, something specific and unique is being lost here, because we all know that East and West are huge shows. They're not small, little attended shows. They're massive. So it's a bit of a shame. Well, it's a real shame. I mean, I feel bad for all the local PAX fans who are losing their own local show. It's a damn shame.
Yeah, it sucks. I totally get that. Like, there's something different with the intimacy of a small convention, Big cons are awesome too, but sometimes you don't want that. And I'm sure a lot of people are going to be affected by this who might not be able to travel to the other PAX conventions. Maybe it's not feasible for them. So I totally get them being upset about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I can feel that, because I've seen too many games grow each year, and they never seem to change their where it's being held or expanded that much, and it just seems like it's getting kind of worse each year.
I went to it this year.
How'd it go?
And I mean, I spent way more time in my hotel room with my friends than I would ever spend on the con floor.
Mm-hmm.
It was really hot in the convention room. It was like the AC wasn't working.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Masks were being reinforced, but also there were plenty of vendors not wearing them. It was an interesting experience, but I spent way more time with my friends. That's the only reason I truly go to cons.
Mm-hmm.
So it was okay. Friendship was better. Con was very warm. Very warm.
Oof, with no AC and that many people, I can imagine it being just sweltering in there. That would be awful. And then you're stuck in there with gamers, and it's like, oh boy.
I was happy for the mask. Rub some hand sanitizer on it so it doesn't smell so much.
Right.
Oh God. I still don't understand who goes to a con and decides, I'm not going to bathe while I'm going here.
Oh, God.
Or wear deodorant.
Please, for the sake of all of us.
Yes.
I know, right? It is surprising how much you still experience that. If you know, I mean, even at PAX West just a couple months ago when we went, you still had that Oda funk, as I used to call it at Otakon when I go to Otakon back in the day.
Yeah.
Some people really just don't want to smell good, and I don't really get it. But it's really unfortunate.
I know.
Yeah.
I feel bad about it, but yeah.
You know, kind of an unfortunate other angle to this is that I just saw in a Twitter reply that this is a great point. Sad to see about PAX South. Felt like such a good, safe place for LGBTQ plus and BIPOC nerds in the South. That's a good point. PAX usually is a safe space for various marginalized communities and gaming communities, and you know, to lose that kind of safe space convention in the South is really unfortunate. So that's also another angle that really makes this a damn shame, as I've said.
Sucks too. I didn't think about that.
Yeah. Well, I guess maybe there's a chance it'll come back someday. Who knows? They didn't close the door on that completely, but it sounds as though it's going to be a while if they ever do.
Yeah, I have a feeling they'll like maybe it's one of those things that have gone for 5 years and it's back, and a lot of people go. Maybe they give them time to retool it and find a way to make it its own thing, make it kind of unique and interesting and fun. I don't know.
Right.
So we'll see. We'll see what happens, but a bit unfortunate. But let's go ahead and move on to our third story, which I think everybody's going to keep their eye on. So, GoldenEye is no longer banned in Germany, which has led to a lot of speculation because GoldenEye was taken from the German BPJM list of media harmful to young persons, which heavily restricted its sales in Germany. Now, the review process happens automatically after 25 years. They look back at what got banned and it'll be taken a look at. But unique to this case is that the review was actively requested prior to that date, which has to be coming up soon because when was GoldenEye released? I think like late 90s. So it's coming. It's only like 2 or 3 years away from that automatic.
97, I believe.
97. So it's literally like a year or two away from automatically being looked at after 25 years. But in this case, the review was actively requested prior to that date by one of Nintendo's European partners, which in this case, they say probably acts as a proxy. And such a request doesn't come for free and usually wouldn't do it unless you plan something with your media. So this has led to a lot of people wondering, could GoldenEye return to the N64 expansion pack? Would it be part of the N64 expansion pack?
I hope so. That would be so badass. I was always a much bigger GoldenEye fan than I was Perfect Dark. Perfect Dark is cool, but I was such a GoldenEye kid, and so many late nights playing. Oh man, and I'm not even a shooters. You guys know I'm not into shooters, but GoldenEye pioneered the shooter experience on console. And even though I was never that good at it, God, what a game! And I would love to have this online, like just get some old school GoldenEye online action. Like, oh my God, that
big head.
I hope so.
Paintball mode.
So. Yep. No odd job though. No one can play his odd job.
No.
Can't happen.
Yeah, no odd job. Slappers only. Oh man, I want this to be real so badly. That would be such a great EP stream game. GoldenEye.
Yes.
Oh my God.
I've never played it, but I hear people talk about it. I love this art on the cover. People in chat are pointing out strange things about it, and it makes me love it even more.
I can't. I never noticed that before, but the first time what looks like Pierce Brosnan's double mouth was pointed out to me, I can't unsee it.
You can't unsee it at that point.
You can't ever unsee it after you've had it pointed out to you. It's so unfortunate, but it makes it a lot funny.
Do a quick Google search real quick.
Oh, you haven't seen the double mouth?
I've never noticed it, but I think I'm about to change my life.
Fingers are.
You're never going to be able to go back.
And look at the
This is a This is a one-way journey, Brandon. Just so you know, you'll never be able to unsee it.
I like the gun, like right on the face. Like if he shoots it, he's gonna blow his cheek out.
Exactly.
This is making me uncomfortable.
Right?
It's weird, right? It's
I
so
don't
weird.
like this. I've never noticed that before.
Yeah, it's one of those things you don't notice, but then you look at it, it's like, oh.
It's really weird. Yeah, you just can't unsee it, but it just
Well,
it just
closing
adds
that
to
tab.
the awesomeness of everything.
I've seen a few people suggest another idea rather than the NSO expansion pack, where, you know, of course, there was that whole GoldenEye remaster that was leaked online from the XBLA that was supposed to go on the XBLA. And that caused talks to resurface about what it would take to get the game officially released. And apparently the remaster's co-project lead said it was mostly on Nintendo. So another suggestion has been that rather than it going to NSO, maybe the remaster will be just re-released on Switch and maybe even Microsoft to have that sort of deal going on. So that would be pretty wild to get that officially released. I honestly think that would make me more excited to see that remaster.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Like that would be even more exciting because anybody who's played Rare's, you know, remasters of their N64 games like Banjo-Kazooie or Banjo-Tooie, you know, Perfect Dark, they're really good. The Xbox Live arcade versions of those games are phenomenal. So, and then we've seen how good the released prototype of the GoldenEye remaster was. To get that in an officially released capacity with online, that's like the only thing that could be more exciting than just bringing stock GoldenEye to N64 online.
Yeah, that would be neat.
So
cool.
Absolutely. Hustlebun with a relevant super chat with $9.99. Thank you so much, saying Perfect Dark has better multiplayer, but I love GoldenEye's single player campaign. It was the first thing I played during lockdown. My concern is the input lag and latency issues with NSO's N64. So there is that.
That's a good point.
So
and
again,
AJ,
that
AJ
does.
Red 20 right after that mentioned that, considering the state of N64 NSO, the emulation isn't great.
True.
Have you guys been having issues with that personally?
I've not had a chance to try it.
Oh,
it doesn't really bother me personally, but like I get it. It's not great. But it's also like on a game by game basis because I've done a couple runs of Star Fox 64, which is one of my favorite games of all time, and it feels perfect to me. But
I agree. It seems to be game by game. Yeah.
Yeah, but Mario 64, like I definitely feel the input lag in that game specifically. I can't pull off triple jumps, and that's when I knew something was wrong.
Oh, really? I haven't tried Mario 64 yet on NSO. I got to try that. If you can't pull off triple jumps, that's weird.
There's just a little bit of latency, so my timing's always off.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got to try that then.
Ocarina of Time is the one that I have been streaming, and it is a little wonky. There's times you'll go to make a hit, and you'll be like, I hit you, or a hitbox that just feels off. And from playing the original, I'm like, there's something a little bit here, but I mean, it works. It's a little off. There's something going on. But it's playable, you know?
Hopefully they
I
can
mentioned this.
Fix it.
Yeah.
We talked about it on Friday or when some previous episode, but the thing that really bothers me most about Ocarina, and I played a little bit of it, it feels pretty much okay to me, but I can tell that there's some lag there, some input lag. But the thing that really bothers me is that screenshot that's been going around of the water temple, the Dark Link mini boss room. The water looks terrible. It's supposed to be reflective, and it's just this muddy water now, and it completely just destroys the atmosphere of that room.
Yeah.
That like actively bothers me. But other than that,
make it to that room yet, Fushi?
I haven't yet. I only did a couple hours of it, and we're about to go into the first water temple. So once I get to that, I'm gonna take screenshots galore because I want to see if it handles that way on my system too, just to confirm it. You know.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, though, it's still Ocarina of Time. I mean, it basically has to be broken for it not to be a fantastic game, regardless of emulation quality.
There was
Ocarina of Time at the end of the day.
If you're curious a little bit more about the history behind Nintendo's in-house emulation, Modern Vintage Gamer just uploaded a video today kind of explaining what happened and why it was good back then and why maybe it isn't now. It's pretty interesting. So if you're interested in that, definitely check it out.
Modern Vintage Gaming. Yeah, that sounds awesome.
Yeah, I'm curious. I want it to be good because there's a lot of great games on N64 that could benefit from this and see all that. But hey, at least we don't have to beg for Mario Party on NSO. Like we got a good one.
On a related note, this was just pointed out in our YouTube chat. The Nintendo's official Switch Online and expansion pack overview trailer is like the most disliked video. Yeah, either in their history or ever. I'm not sure which one, but I'm
their history.
Okay, because it's got 17,000 likes and 130,000 dislikes. That ratio is horrific.
It's brutal, man.
It might be something Nintendo might be fast tracking to try to fix. Hopefully,
right.
I can't imagine they released this without knowing what was wrong. So
I would hope not, but
I mean, at least the engineers and the people who make this stuff work. I know for a fact there's no way that those people aren't aware what's wrong right now. But if I had to guess, it's the people at the top that are preventing the appropriate changes from being made.
It might have been one of those things where it was, we're adding value by having it attached to Animal Crossing. It needs to be out by Animal Crossing. Get it out.
I have such a weird feeling about that because I am like the biggest fan of Animal Crossing of all time. However, if someone doesn't play it, adding that to the package and then making it as expensive as it is doesn't do anything for them. And I don't blame them if they're mad about that because
that's me.
I totally get that. Not everybody likes Animal Crossing. And I love it, but it's cool for me, but it's not cool for you if you don't play it.
The speculation about the Sega licensing costs is the issue. I wouldn't have been surprised if Nintendo added Animal Crossing DLC as a buffer because it made it so expensive. But then again, like it's all speculation. We don't know for sure.
I mean, I don't think there's any. I mean, the Genesis emulation sounds fine, but it's like I think most of those games have been re-released in some way or form, other places. So,
including the Switch.
Why would you spend that much money on it? I know it seems to give it value, but still, save your money and make it a bit more attractive. I think people would be more excited for N64 anyway. I don't know, but I mean, there is a perfect opportunity to show how much more value this had because the Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity DLC just came out. Why not add that as part of it?
See,
that I can understand.
That's a good idea. Yeah.
I can understand that to some degree. And that's coming from someone who purchased the DLC back when it first came out. Because I would feel a little burned if they offered it for free.
If you already spent it how long ago and now it's a free thing. That's fair. Very fair.
Same if they did like Fighters Pass Volume 2 or any of the Smash DLC. It would be like, that would burn.
That's not me saying that they shouldn't do that, by the way. That's just me being upset with my own decision.
It is definitely burning people at that point. It's like the next DLC. Like, let's say the data mining is correct about Super Mario Party and those extra maps. Those extra boards are a thing, and having that be part of the NSO's DLC,
and that'd be so smart.
Like Animal Crossing,
because Superstars is so like online centric that it stands to reason that people who have that game are probably playing online. So offering that as a bonus is a great idea.
To try to encourage them to go to the expansion pack.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Especially like, hey, I'm playing with these 3 other friends, but we're all online. Hey, let's go in on a family plan so we can all play these new boards together as part of the DLC. Makes sense.
And I do suspect that we're going to see additional games DLC added as perks to Switch Online expansion pack in the future.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think it's going to stay in just Animal Crossing. I think they are. Maybe it will be Mario Party Superstars. But either way, I do think we're going to see that deal kind of sweetened up a bit and fattened up a bit as the months roll on. We're going to get more games, of course, but I do think we'll see more DLC specifically included in that.
I just hope they don't remove DLC in the future. Like,
keep
adding. Like don't take away, please.
Yeah, exactly. That's a no-no because all of a sudden it's like, well, I was playing this and now it's gone and now I have to buy it. So that was a waste of money.
How does that work with the Animal Crossing Happy Home? Do you lose it?
You do.
Yep. If you stop paying for the expansion pass. So it's one of those things. Yeah, it's one of those things that makes sense if you have like somebody in your household that a lot of people in your household that play Animal Crossing. It makes sense rather than you all buy it individually. But if it's only you, probably should just pay for it and not worry about the expansion pack. I don't know.
Ew, I don't like that. I don't like that they take it away from you. It's
You'll retain any progress or items that you collected, but like the
yeah,
actual island that you can go to for Paradise
yeah.
is gone.
You gotta
And
pay
to
for
be
the
fair,
item.
I guess to be fair, just as like for context, that specifically, price aside, which the price is ridiculous, but that specifically is no different from what happens with PlayStation Plus. For example,
Yeah,
if you let
definitely.
your subscription
Yeah.
lapse, you lose your PS Plus games. So that
Mhm.
at least is not new to me or specific to Nintendo. But that price, man, oof, especially when so much of it is riding on the Animal Crossing DLC by itself. If you don't, like you said, Fushi, if you don't care about Animal Crossing, like I don't really, it's
Yeah.
just wasted value pretty
Great
much.
for me,
And
it's not great for you.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
and I would go for any game. Like, yeah.
Mhm.
That said, there is one perk well, there are a few perks, but one perk specifically I want to call out here in our live audience patron chat. Chill Cobra says, by the way, my advice, play Rice Star. You will thank me later. And yes,
What?
Chill Cobra is right.
I
Play Rice
need to
Star.
play that. I've never
Play
played
it.
Rice Star. I've had a lot
It's
of opportunities, but I
great.
just never got the chance.
The music's a bop.
Great. It's so good. The music's great. I love that soundtrack. Yeah.
Do
Such
play
a good
it.
game.
I like that little
Nice.
guy. He's so happy.
Yeah. Yes. Man, Lizard 81288 choosing violence. What if Sora in Smash was NSO exclusive?
Oof.
I mean, I'd have to just I would have been subscribed even before it came out, I guess. But yeah, thankfully that's not the case.
Yeah.
But oh man.
All right. Well, let's go ahead and continue on to our next story. Oh, real quick. Oh, shoot, I already said it, Brandon. You probably already switched it, didn't you?
No, I was
Oh,
patient.
cool. The Amazing Blazing, real quick, with a super chat, $2 super chat, says Banjo wasn't a launch title, so NSO EP equals not as good. Give it time. Give it time.
I really hope the emulation there is good because Banjo-Kazooie is so reliant on precise platforming, especially the N64 version where you lose all your notes if you die. So I really hope the emulation is good for that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Whew. All right. Now we can move on to our next story, which, boy, this is a leaky ship.
Nice.
So, more details have leaked of WB Warner Brothers Multiversus, which has still not been officially announced or shown in any way, but apparently these leaks are coming from like playtesting that's going on. And because of that, we now have some documents that show stages and even a few more characters that got people talking. So this came from Resetera, and basically it got some more details in here. So according to the person this person, Finn plays like Coin Battle. Think like Steve in Smash, where he needs resources in a way. I don't know what Coin Battle is, so I don't know what that is.
Well, Coin Battle in Smash.
In Smash.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Shaggy is literally based entirely on Ultra Instinct Shaggy.
Heck yeah.
There's no sign of Morty and Rick's moveset. There's no sign of Big Chungus and Bugs' moveset. However, Garnet from Steven Universe and Arya from Game of Thrones are in, and this is extremely significant as it confirms that different playtesters had different incomplete rosters and explains how the Reddit leak, the HBox photo leak, and Hungrybox photo leak, and now this guy know about characters the others don't. It's all from different playtesters. So two other characters that are probably in this is Garnet and Arya from Game of Thrones, which is ridiculous.
This is so bizarre.
It's so weird. I'm just waiting for my Yakko, Wacko, and Dot confirm, man. I will name the Animaniacs if they are in this game.
Some of the stages include the Batcave, Finn's Treehouse, and the Swifty Planet from Rick and Morty, which they do have the design documents that show the Treehouse and the Swifty Planet. They have multiple variants, but that's likely to devs just testing which one they want. Every ult is a full costume, and since the game is a work in process, some characters have multiple ults and some have none. The ults that this person saw include Pickle Rick, the original Harley Quinn costume, Bizarro Superman, Cake, i.e. female cat Jake, Pirate Tom and Jerry, Gentleman Shaggy, and the VAs change for the ults. It's percentage based like Smash Brothers. Rick, playstyle wise, is projectile heavy and uses his portal gun, leaving portals that allies can go through but not enemies. He also has an AoE attack that turns you into a helpless baby version of the OC. Of the OC. The OC is maybe named Rain. Nobody really knows anything about that. And Tom and Jerry's playstyle is more like Rosalina and Luma, with Jerry being Luma, except Jerry can't be hurt. Stuff like
That's
an attack
perfect.
where Tom swings a tennis racket and Jerry is the ball. So it's literally Tom abusing Jerry.
You can't hurt Jerry. It's impossible.
Yeah, Jerry's impossible to hurt.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
So
the two things that stand out to me about this, other than all the characters and stages, like being confirmed and whatnot, voice acting apparently is in, which is big considering Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl has none, and that's been a huge sticking point for people, understandably, myself included. The other thing is that the design docs show an Xbox controller, which we were concerned that with the game, the rumors we heard about it being free to play, that might signify it just being a mobile game. This would at least suggest that maybe it's not a mobile game. And that was like my main concern. If it's mobile, I'm not interested generally. But if I can play this on a console with a controller, I'm in. I want to try it. I'm curious.
I only needed 3 words to become invested in this even a little bit, and those 3 words were Ultra Instinct Shaggy.
Nice.
Warner Brothers has already canonized him because they put him in one of the pre-intro bumpers for a movie. Yeah.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, it's nuts, the fact that they are doing that.
They're just leaning into it because it's, hey, we get those meme sales. As far as it's not set up like Nickelodeon All-Stars, where it has a light attack and a heavy attack. According to this design doc, it has regular attack, specials, a dash button, and jump. Those are your 4 face buttons.
So it's Smash
No sign of a
Brothers.
shield.
And no tap
And no
jump.
sign of a dodge roll, but there you go.
This is so weird. Did they say anything about what this OC character is supposed to be?
Looks like
No, it's just like
a
it looks like a Chinese type character. Like it looks like kind of like a rabbit dog thing, but also has
fantasy
antlers.
animal of some kind.
It looks like someone's fursona, maybe. Like,
Yeah.
It's weird.
yeah, I don't know what it is.
I don't really know what to make of it. What's weird to me is that I could swear I've seen something that looks like it before, but clearly I haven't because it's an original character. But I can't place it. I feel like I've seen something that reminds me of it, but I just can't place it.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't figure it out. I'm staring at it. I don't know what it is.
Yeah. It is
so much potential.
This game is wild.
Visually, it looks decent.
Based on the design docs, yeah. Actually, how much did you know about this game before this news story, Fushi?
I knew about the leak earlier. The image that had like the roster in it with a couple of the characters, and then I saw this shortly before the stream. I was weirded out that Gandalf is in it because I love with all my heart, and I'm just imagining his place fighting Wonder Woman and Batman, and it's strange. I don't know what to think of this. I don't know. Are people who love Smash excited for this? Does this look good to them?
I think it's just such a curiosity, and the leaks make it sound absolutely insane that people are just curious. That's where I'm at this point, because I don't know what to think yet. I need a trailer to see how it actually plays, but
yeah.
I mean,
there are rumors that Neo from the Matrix might be possible in this game. I think it's more that people are just like the potential for this roster to be absolutely ridiculous in terms of
the thing is, though,
all these different properties WB owns is massive.
I am totally seeing where this thing gets monetized, though. If it is free to play, yeah, you get alternate costumes, and yeah, they have different VAs for those costumes. But guess what? That is loot box and random pull heavy. Like, you could probably get it for free, but it's going to be tough to get. And it's like, oh, they have these costumes that actually change the VAs and stuff. Or you could just get a color, and it doesn't change much.
Right,
so,
right.
That would be
Saturday
massively
Morning
disappointing.
That would
but
be.
It's also, if it's free to play, that's totally how it's going to work.
Completely agree.
Yeah.
Saturday Morning Fan also points out that we had not talked about the code name, the Elite Fighter code name part. That there were about 5 fighters code names leaked, including Johnny Bravo, Scooby, Fred Flintstone, Mad Max, and one called Sub, which could be Sub-Zero. Saturday Morning Fan says.
I can totally see it being Sub-Zero.
Yeah.
I mean,
me too.
We have cartoon footage of Ultra Instinct Shaggy grabbing Sub-Zero, or not Sub-Zero, but Scorpion by the neck. Scorpion by the neck, so the precedence is there.
Yeah. Scorpion destroyed Daffy in the first opening, the first like bumper thing that the first Mortal Kombat movie. Then Shaggy got his revenge in the second.
So they've been building up
Avenge
towards
Daffy.
this in movie bumpers.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, and then this is actually a super relevant super chat. $5 Canadian from Jeff saying, I heard a rumor that LeBron James might be a DLC character thanks to the new
I heard
Space
that
Jam.
too.
I'd be okay with that. Yeah, that's the working rumor that the first DLC fighter might be LeBron James from in his Space Jam 2.
Legitimately, a basketball moveset? It sounds kind of awesome.
It does.
I mean,
that's
play like
what I'm
Michael
like,
Jordan in that his platformer, the Escape from the Windy City or whatever it was called on SNES.
Oh, Chaos in the
Hustle
Windy City, I
Ben.
think it was. Yeah.
Hustlebun with a $4.99 super chat saying, give me Space Ghost, Carl, Huey Freeman, Brack, Samurai Jack, Coach McGurk, and Brock Sampson. Adult Swim, baby. Man, Brock Sampson would be interesting. I'd love that, to get Brock Sampson in there. Of the ones you list, that's the one I'm probably most excited about.
I mean, like I said, I'm curious about this in the same way I was Nick All-Star Brawl. With Smash Ultimate's DLC officially over, even though it's not Smash levels of hype, it's fun to have something similar to follow and like look forward to see what wacky new character they reveal next, even if it's not like up to that level of Smash. It's just fun, you know? And again, if I get a game where I can play as the Animaniacs versus Batman, I'm playing it. Even if it's not the best game ever, I'm playing it. It's just gonna happen. So
one of their taunts need to be boingy, boingy, boingy.
Oh my God, yes. Or like spinning the wheel of morality or something. There's so much they do.
People will probably hate me for this, but I actually want any member of Teen Titans Go specifically.
Oh,
I'm willing to take the hate for that, but I want it.
Really, so not OG Teen Titans, but Go specifically. That I don't hear that very often.
That insanity. I feel like the best candidate for that would either be Beast Boy, Cyborg, or Robin. Maybe Raven, just because they could do the whole her alternate thing with the legs. I forget what that whole thing was.
I would.
I
would take any of them.
Yeah.
That's not to say I don't love the original Teen Titans, but I love Chaos as well.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, Arnold the Pitbull from Tiny Toons would be good.
Oh, there you go.
Oh yeah.
Fushi, who would you want? Who's your dream character? I know you love Gandalf, but who else would you love to see in here?
Man, I don't know. We're pulling properties from Warner Brothers. Is that right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at a list.
There's a lot. There's a lot out there.
A lot.
Technically, like the clown, It from It could be in there.
Oh God, I would wish that upon any children. Oh my gosh, there's so many. If you were the freaking Tweety Bird in there.
Tweety, there you go. Sylvester and that's actually kind of fun. Sylvester and Tweety versus Tom and Jerry.
There's no Looney Tunes in the game currently, is there? Oh no, Bugs Bunny's in there.
Bugs.
Okay.
Yeah, Bugs.
We're gonna have Daffy though.
Yeah,
I
feel like Daffy would have to be in there, and then you want to have Yosemite Sam. You know, like it's a slippery slope. It's like there's so many characters you want to see. Taz would work well. I could see Taz.
Oh yeah, Taz would work well. Then I could totally see. I mean, especially if there's costumes and stuff. Time for Lola.
Tunjay just said the character I want the most being Steve Urkel. I love Jaleel White.
Oh, right.
So much.
Oh,
right.
Oh man.
Oh man.
Saturday Morning Fan listing it off: The Mask, Beetlejuice, Wizard of Oz, Gremlins, Goonies, Neverending Story, Willy Wonka.
Ooh, yeah. I would like to play as Willy Wonka.
I'd be down for Willy Wonka in this game.
Ricochet from Lucha Lucha.
Oh yeah. Rob Armax pointing out the monster. WB owns or produces the MonsterVerse Godzilla movie, so we got Godzilla, King Kong.
That's amazing.
Oh my gosh, they have
Tony Soprano. I mean, they did get, if they do have Arya from Game of Thrones, they could totally get Sopranos.
If we get Tony Soprano, any match that has him in it, we don't get to see how it ends.
Dude.
Nice. I love it.
Dude, do they own Powerpuff Girls?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
they do.
Oh, that's my
Yes,
pick. That's
please,
my pick.
and thank you. Yep.
Not the new ones. Not the new ones.
No,
OG
no.
Powerpuff.
Gotta go classic.
OG. You could
get
switch
Mojo
out all
Jojo in
three. Yeah.
Yes, Mojo Jojo.
Oh man, that would be awesome.
His time
Fushi,
just goes on forever.
Would they
Yes.
play as a combination character? Would you play
It
as all
would
three at once?
maybe it
Or
would be
would
like
they...
Pokemon Trainer where you swap out the girl and they
Ooh,
have a
there you
different
go.
like
I
power,
love that.
you
Oh,
know?
that'd be
I
I'm
think
cool.
all about that.
and then
And as
they're
Neoxen points out, Huey
yeah.
Freeman. That would be badass to
Yeah.
get Huey Freeman in
I mean, he does
playable.
know. Oh man, the whole the blind guy from the Boondocks. Get him in there. Just cursing at every other character. Oh God.
Iris Jacquemont
Oh,
saying
yeah,
Ben
OG
10.
Powerpuff Girls would be hype.
Ben 10.
Oh, Ben 10. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Samurai Jack.
So
Oh,
much
yes,
to do.
please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah.
I did. There is. That's the crazy thing. There's so much potential in here, and that is,
Ooh.
who knows?
Iron
Who
Giant.
knows how it's
They
gonna
got
end up.
Iron Giant too.
Iron Giant.
Yeah.
That would be pretty.
He'd get
Or
to
if Iron Giant
fight
was just his own
Superman.
stage.
That's perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
that's
like, "Yeah,
true.
I'm Superman.
Oh, my heart! Don't do this. It's too early in the week for this. Come on.
Oh yeah,
Come on.
Dune content being. You know what? Having a sandworm as a hazard would be kind of awesome.
Mhm. Oh man! Oh, Chill
So-
Cobra in our live audience chat says Dexter and have him play like Tron Bon. That could be cool.
That would be cool.
That could be cool. Oh
One last.
man!
Actually, there's a few super chats in here, but late sprites with a $5 super chat says, "I guessed Garnet. So let's get Animaniacs, Tiny Toons, Kids Next Door, regular show, also Grande and Rick. This may tie into their appearances in Fortnite. So yeah,
Yeah, Animaniacs and Tiny Toons in this game. I'm sold. I mean, done. Oh man, done.
Oh, give me Gumball from Amazing World of Gumball. That show is so
oh
good.
God, that is
Uh-huh.
insanity.
Oh, somebody
Well-
in your Patreon chat was smart. They corrected me that Iron Giant's a pacifist. He can't be in the game.
That
That's
is
right.
true.
That was the whole point of the
Yeah.
movie.
You might have to be a stage.
Yeah, make a stage, literally a traveling stage. Have Hogarth. Yeah, you just battle as Hogarth. He can call in.
There you go.
Oh man. Alex Martinez points or says, "Is Land Before Time owned by Warner Brothers?" I don't know, but
think.
now we're talking Littlefoot.
I think it
and
is.
Sharptooth, and yeah,
There's a lot. You know what? Cats don't dance. Let's get Darla from Cats Don't Dance.
Yeah.
oh man,
Actually, no, her butler. Her butler would be amazing because he's so freaking huge.
I love that movie.
That's a great movie.
Blast from the Past. Oh my gosh. Yes. Sawyer.
Yeah.
That was the girl cat's name. Sawyer.
That's it, Sawyer.
oh,
John
uh-huh.
Cena. He was in a Scooby-Doo movie,
That is true. And
according
actually,
to chat.
we could have dual John Cena's. We could have actual John Cena, and they're making it that Peacemaker TV show.
Oh,
So
right.
have
Yeah.
John Cena versus John Cena.
Oh,
All right.
man.
Well, we could easily talk about this all day, but let's go ahead and get our final story up, which is a different kind of partnership. And I'm not sure about this one. So, Sega and Microsoft have entered a partnership focusing on online and streaming games. So, it's not like Microsoft is buying Sega or anything like that. They're just like, hey, we're going to give you some money so you can do stuff like this. Basically, in this statement they put out, it says the alliance would form a key part of Sega's mid to long-term strategy, allowing the business to move forward with, in quotations, Super Game, a new initiative for developing new and innovative titles where the key focuses are global, online, community, and IP utilization. And basically, it's just being able to use Microsoft's cloud technology to make their own kind of online service games and stuff like that.
Oh.
Weird.
Cool.
Yeah, I mean, it's
Interesting.
I think it's definitely exciting for Sega. I'm kind of taking a wait and see approach on that. They're looking to the future, and I think it's good that they're preparing, as much as they can for the coming years. But just personally, I have to wait and see what this actually means, what they're developing with this, because I'm not really big into online games mostly, so we'll see.
Mm-hmm. I mean, we could see. My first thought when I saw all this was Yakuza Online. Everybody, all kinds of people running around to Kamurocho and
That'd
having
be fun.
adventures, or basically all.
That could be
of
pretty cool,
Japan.
actually.
I don't know.
Yeah, like a Yakuza flavored GTA Online-esque experience, I guess. It would be different, of course, but
Of course.
I could see there. Yeah. Interesting.
Has there
An
ever been like
online-
a Sonic the Hedgehog kind of online experience ever?
like a Chow
No.
universe?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Oh man, online
You're
Chow
talking
Garden,
Fushi,
Chow
making an
competition,
actual
yeah.
like online compete with like raise your Chow, compete online with
Yes!
them.
I'm
Yes.
still mad they don't have a mobile game. Like Pikmin has one now. Where's my Chow Garden mobile game where I can walk my Chow
It makes
and feed them
no
stuff?
sense.
Where is it? There's money. There's money right there. I'll give them money. Give me
Right.
Chows.
You're
said-
gonna get Sonic Shuffle Online, and you're gonna like it. That's all you're gonna
Oh
get.
God.
Oh
No.
Shuffle
no.
Online.
Oh my
I-
goodness.
I don't know. This is a weird one because it's like it sounds cool, but it's so covered in legalese. It's like, what are they doing? I don't know.
Yeah, it's just kind of like a wait and see thing. It's hard to get too excited yet, but I think it's just good for Sega. And what's good for Sega, that makes me happy because I like Sega games. I like their franchises and IPs, and I want to see them continue to be successful. So if that, if this helps enable that to happen, I'm all for it.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think this announcement's just for shareholders.
Pretty much.
Yeah, there's not a whole lot it seems to talk about on the actual gaming media or gaming consumer side of it yet.
I mean, when they're tossing around buzzwords like that we're going to focus on, it's like this is not for consumers whatsoever. It's just like,
Right.
hey, here you go. Don't let our stocks drop or anything like that. Just go for it.
This is the written version of a slideshow presentation that they put together. And here's
Yeah.
the graph. I don't know what it says, but there's a graph,
Yeah.
That usually
I'm really
means we know what we're
disappointed.
talking about.
I just hit Command F and typed in Synergy, and Synergy doesn't come up once on this release. I'm very disappointed. That is
It's
like
gonna fail
the
then.
corporate buzzword.
It's gonna fail
I
now.
mean, I do wonder what IPs they'd bring out. That'd be interesting. But what was that Ubisoft game that recently came out that the Riders
Republic.
like
Right.
Republic? Do that, but with Jet Set Radio.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Oh. An online Jet Set Radio in general, like with a whole community, could be really cool. Yeah.
Yeah, have rival gangs. Everybody does the different gang, and there's
I like that.
competitions in order to get the most territory.
That'd be awesome.
I like that idea even more than Yakuza Online.
Yeah, that sounds cool. I would play that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Be cool.
Man.
But
Yeah. We'll see
mean,
what happens.
I don't think there's a lot to talk about this, which is great for the final thing because it's just like, yeah, we're done.
Yeah.
There's not much. We'll see what comes about this one, but that is it is what it is. I think at this point, it's like go on, use Sega. You got some more Microsoft money. I'm sure we'll see more of your games on Game Pass. Hope it works out.
Yeah. Before we close out, I did want to highlight a couple of folks in our chat. Floxcat earlier on was posting about how they'd had a really bad day, gotten some really bad news that broke their hearts. So we just want to let you know, Floxcat, we love
Yeah.
you, sending you all the good vibes
All
in
the
the
best.
world. We don't know what it is that's going on, but still, whatever you're going through, we're sorry to hear it. And we love you. And thank you for hanging out with us, sending you all the good vibes in the world. 112 is also asking where I got my Mega Man shirt. It's an Udon shirt. It was an Udon Crew Mega Man shirt from when I still worked at Udon years ago. So I've kept it because it's a unique shirt. And finally, Derek, there's one super chat that you didn't read out. Were you going to do that now, or did you want me to?
You can go ahead and do that. I just realized I forgot to bring up our list of EP squads. I'm just bringing that up right now to prepare for that ending bit. So you can go ahead.
All right. Well, we got a $5 super chat from Queen Saffron 623 saying, "Yay, my favorite buddies, especially you, Ash. Just got a ticket to Game That Tune. Love you guys and your dad. Still miss mine." Well, thank you so much, Queen Saffron. You support us so much. I see you in the chat all the time. Thank you so much. I'm so sorry about your dad. I hope that what my dad and I do together helps you cope with that a little bit, but I'm so sorry for your loss. And thank you so much for being such a great supporter of GVG. We love you. Thank you for buying a ticket to Game That Tune. For those of you who don't know, that's a show that my dad and I do together separately from anything on GVG. But thank you so much for supporting our show there too. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. But with that, I believe that brings us to the end of our show. So thank you all for watching. I want to give a special thanks to Fushi for joining us once again. Fushi, where can everybody find you at?
Lately, I am on twitch.tv/Miss Fushi. We are going to be exploding into Animal Crossing when that new update comes out. I also play Genshin, and I've been playing through Ocarina of Time and Phasmophobia.
Nice.
So if you're
Ooh, I've
bored
heard good things about
on
that.
weeknights, come hang out with us.
And I believe you're going to be showing up on a certain other Twitch channel tomorrow. I believe it's called
I
Good Vibes
am.
Arcade. Where you're going to be playing Mario Party Superstars with a certain Brandon Miracle and a certain Daniel every night,
He's in the chat.
along with
Or it's over there.
somebody along with somebody else that's near and dear to my heart, Amy. Baleen.
So-
Nice.
Yeah.
That'll be a lot of fun.
So
That'll be cool.
we'll see. I'm curious how that's going to go. I'm curious who's going to take it there. And,
I've been training, so if you want to see me win,
Uh-oh.
just saying,
ooh,
come on over.
throwing down that gauntlet.
I guess I lost.
Dang.
I'm excited.
That is-
Brandon's pretty. Speaking from experience, I can say Brandon's pretty fucking ruthless in Mario Party. So I'm just saying, I'm excited.
Do
to
the
see who
anime
wins. It's
glasses
gonna be
push-up
interesting.
animation.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
I would've-
according to plan. You just need the glare. You just need like the glare to come up as well, Brandon.
I know.
And then
Right.
just hold your hands and.
My hand.
But no, that'll be a lot of fun to watch, and that's happening over on our Twitch channel, by the way.
Yeah, our Twitch channel, which is
slash
official GVG.
Official GVG. Yeah.
Official
Yeah, so
GVG.
definitely, and that's happening tomorrow. What, Brandon? 12:45. Is that correct?
12:45 Pacific time.
Awesome. Well, definitely make sure to tune in for that. For once, I'm actually going to be, I think, a little bit available during that time frame, so I'm going to be able to tune in myself for a little bit and see who takes it. I'm very excited.
Awesome.
Yeah, I know who I'm rooting for.
You're legally
Well,
obligated.
Yeah, legally
Yeah, you're
obligated.
definitely, yeah.
It would be a little messed up if, like, yeah, my girlfriend's playing, but go Brandon.
Exactly.
Okay. I'll do my best.
I'm rooting for whoever plays as Yoshi. If anyone does, whoever plays as Yoshi gets my vote.
There you go.
Always the
I think-
Yoshi.
I think Amy picks Peach, so that's
Okay.
probably who she'll be playing as.
Mhm.
Gotcha.
Unless
Just
Fushi also
Mario.
picks Peach.
Now I've been running Rosalina and Daisy.
Ah, okay.
Yeah,
The other
because
princesses.
Toad's not in there. Toad is my boy, but he's not in there.
They need
No,
to add
he's not.
Pauline.
Rosalina's a fairly
They
close.
do need to add
favorite
Pauline.
Mario character for me. So Pauline would
Yeah.
be great as DLC. I
If
bet
she
they
was in
do
the
it.
game, I'd be playing as her every time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right?
I
But-
bet they'll add Pauline.
Oh, I'm sure. That said, definitely check out Fushi. Definitely check out official GVG's Twitch. You can even just relax and fall asleep to this lovely voice with her ASMR as well. So you can check all that out. And you have it right in your Twitter. I'm gonna advertise that as well. Either way, though, of course, we want to give a big special thank you to all of our.
We're muted.
We're muted?
Oh, we're not anymore. Okay.
I fixed it.
Okay.
Sorry to
I don't know when we got muted, but I don't want to miss out on this because I'm literally thanking patrons at that point. But thank you to our patrons, big and small, for all your support. It really helps us out. So heartfelt. I feel bad. Thank you all so much for supporting us for almost a year now. An extra special thank you for our producers, as this show simply would not be possible without all of you. And an extra special thank you to our executive producers. And those include Brandon Bovia, Rob Arman X, Fangs, Dan Entwistle, Z Patty, Hyrule Hermit, Sky Blue Flames, Adam O'Sullivan, Octopuppet, Richard Herrera, Michael Phone, The D-Pad, Vesmio, Waffle King, Romsky113, Critter XD, Kitty Kong Facts, Angel Martinez, Vedran Hotek, Joshua Hunter, Evernight Studio, Benny Yao, Azran127, Black King, Pagrama, Geller, Joseph Rutkin, Titus Malvolio, Geeky Griffin, Lucky Wonderfish, Kyle, Top Dog 23100, Young Ben Kenobi, Doug Shomix, Andrew Medeiros, Orem M, Sakuragi, Becca, Killamox, Fizzy Wakehoid, The Legend of Groose, Eddie B, Kai Ed, Kit Fisto, Kenneth Lee Stingle, Deaneth, Coda, Sci-Fi Lullabies, Michael McCall, Matthew Wong, Goron Amber, Straight Lace, Justin Matthews, Hoobie, Too Much Spaghetti, Mega Conrad, Ascaron809, Rioner, Ditto M, Captain Finlandia, 60 Minutes and 60 Seconds, Spicy Pandaughter, The Game Orb, Daniel the Artist, Super Gamer Dude, 101, Grantles, Ravelock, Synchro Lord, Rosa Bowling, hi Steve's mom, Kotard Peck, Scuff 196, Kane Woolley, Skull Kid Tiger, Darksteel 01, Blizzica, Jason Uloa, Jaden Buck, Phantom Project, Cystic Warrior 29, DJ Jurassic, Super Dank Awesome Unicorn Guy, Dinner Sonic, Derek, Chibi J, Stag Nasty, Mumbling Yeti, Cameron Sharp, Screamo Shaman, Mason Riley, Keel, Santi the Person, Brendan Hess, Hustle Bun, Noah Filterer, Rizamon, Helen Kincannon, Jake Gerard, and Calvin Atkinson. Thank you all so much. As Fushi styles all over Ash, I don't think you can ever match those
Fushi
moves.
got moves that I could never even dream of pulling off. I mean, feel like I've
she
been
is
here.
Unbelievable dancer. So, just my hat's off to her.
Yeah, mine too. I can't do full
I
body
lose my
flips
hat
like
doing
that.
most of those moves.
Yeah, I just can't do it.
Now that she's asserted dominance on all of us, remember that you
probably
too
not
can become
survive the experience.
Yeah. Remember that you too could become a patron over at patreon.com/gbgaming, where you can get access to our exclusive post show and ad-free content for as little as $5 a month, as well as getting us to 75,000 subs. We will give away that Switch OLED to one subscriber. That's all you have to do is subscribe. So thank you all so much for watching. If you like this video, be sure to subscribe to Good Vibes Gaming for more good times like these. And until next time, good night and good vibes.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.